August 20th, 2025 meeting of the Geneva Area City Board of Education. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Cybulski.
Here.
Mrs. Krieg.
Here.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Here.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Present.
And Mr. Pierson.
Here.
Are we in compliance, Madam Treasurer?
We are.
This meeting is a meeting of the Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. There is a time for public participation during the meeting as indicated in the agenda. Please stand if you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see what our examples.
Any correspondence?
Cracking me up.
Not on my end.
Okay, any correspondence? Dr. Lombardo?
No.
All right, we're going to waive the reading and approval of minutes. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
Mrs. Krieg.
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
And Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Report of the superintendent.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Number one, the superintendent recommends the approval of the enclosed service agreement for access for the 25-26 school year. These are high school advisors for students, families, financial aid. They help the high school.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Krieg.
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
And Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, number two is contracts. I recommend the approval of the enclosed service agreement with community counseling for 25-26 school year. We do have a counselor at the high school for 2 days per week.
Excellent.
In addition, I'm sorry. Motions first. So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Hold on a minute. Discussion, please.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Is that an additional to what we had in the contract last time? I didn't see that.
No, this is, my understanding, the same as what we've had.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
Any other questions? All right, roll call, please.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
And Mrs. Krieg.
Motion carries.
All right, number three, I approve the enclosed service agreement between Ashtabula County Educational Service Center and Geneva Area City Schools for the DD satellite and building bridges for this year, and it's a pre-crisis service for students and families at Cork and Austinburg.
Moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
Mrs. Krieg.
Yes.
And Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
All right, I also recommend the approval of the agreement between Ashtabula County ESC and Geneva Area City Schools for the autism classrooms for this year. They provide services, teachers, paras, speech pathologists, occupational, physical therapists. They provide a lot of support to the district.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I have a question. So, the last time I remember talking about this and the ESC, our unit that was at Cork or Austinburg, I don't remember which one, was our unit for last school year, and the plan was to switch it over to be the ESC unit. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? We were gonna make it, or it was ESC, and we were going to switch it over to be our unit. It's still the ESC this year. So the plan was, Paul, if you want to put this in the back of your notes or whatever, that we were talking about, and I would like to see still happen. Is that still a thing we want? To have the unit be staffed by Geneva as opposed to the ESC. Just FYI.
Okay.
Thank you.
It is you.
All right,
Number
it's me
5.
again.
No, we didn't vote.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roll call, please.
Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
Mrs. Krieg.
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
And Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now it's you.
All right, number 5, I recommend the approval of the enclosed media partnership with the Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC, YSN. It's a free service, but they'll be broadcasting our football games and all of our sports this year, like they do all the other schools in Ashtabula County.
Motion, please.
Moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Where were we involved in this before?
You want to talk a little bit about this process?
Yeah, so we were involved with them before they moved to YSN back in 2020. And then there was we didn't go with them for the last 3 years. So I did talk with Sam, who's in charge of YSN, and just really trying to understand why. And I think it's not something I think we need to bring up, but I think it's something we're moving towards and trying to bridge the gap and building that relationship. It provides a lot of opportunities for students. It gets recognition, and they're really going to promote Geneva. My understanding is they gave out a $500 scholarship in 2020, and Geneva, a student, was the one who got that scholarship. But because we haven't been with them, we haven't been up for that scholarship. So this will give our students an opportunity in football to possibly get a scholarship. It's a real positive move to move forward, and I'm really looking to bridge the gap with some of these things. So I was real happy I met face to face with him, and he will be doing a public apology if he's disparaged Geneva in any way, shape, or form. He gave me his word he's going to do that and really talk up Geneva. So I'm going to hold him to that.
Okay, good, thank you.
Sam is awesome, and when our football team was doing phenomenally this past season, they were begging for us to try to get something together. Unfortunately, that ability had passed, but Sam was very apologetic. He's a father, Lakeside District, really cool. Has stayed in contact with us since 2020, since before there were ever any type of additions to even implications to be on the board, and he's kept up to date with the sports and the athletes. And one of the things that he said to me that I thought was pretty cool is his biggest goal is to try to make highlight reels, so young and budding collegiate athletes that may not have financial path forwards, they want to make highlight videos, he can get them from multi-angles and 1080p to 4K, package them and send them over to the young athletes, along with some of the band performances. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
It is. Thank you.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Cybulski?
Yes.
Mrs. Krieg?
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz?
Yes.
And Mr. Pierson?
Yes.
All right, number 6, I recommend the approval of adding a legal firm, Jingo and Bear Law Firm, LLC. I've had the pleasure of working with them for the last 10 years, and they're an amazing law firm, and I love their style, and they do a really, really good job with situations. They do it quickly, and they do it reasonably.
So moved.
Second.
What services are we looking to utilize them for?
So a lot of personnel matters, if I have any contract resolutions. The nice thing about this law firm is I have 10 years of their templates that I've used, so we'll be able to utilize those. They'll just have to edit it, so there won't be a long legal, hours on documents moving forward. Unless we have situations that need that, I think we can get through things quickly.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Krieg?
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz?
Yes.
Mr. Pierson?
Yes.
And Mrs. Cybulski?
Yes.
All right, I recommend this resolution, a resolution to make technical corrections to the board policies. My understanding is we have 2 readings for our board policies. There is a board policy, 0131.1, called technical corrections. So if you're just changing the name, you can do it with one resolution. And this is an important one because we have 14 policies that represent our Title IX and also our compliance issues. Because we have different people, well, Tony Markajon is still going to do that, but he has moved to the middle school. So we have to put that in all our policies. And then Dr. Brisky is taking over Kelly Porcello, so we need to make that note as well. So this will allow us, for me to upload in Neola, and we should have this ready for the start of the school year.
So moved.
Second.
So with this resolution, we can go in and then make the corrections in the actual policies? Is
Yeah.
that how it works?
Without having to
I have
vote
them
on
all ready to
everyone,
go.
right?
Once you approve this, I send it in, and you don't need 2 readings. They'll just upload it.
Okay. Well, they'll upload this, but will the policies also be changed? Like
Oh, yeah, so they're gonna upload all the policies changed.
change? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
In one swoop.
in one swoop, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
And not a question, but just for clarification. When we do technical corrections, we're not changing any actual policy. We're changing little job. So yeah, I might even, if this is okay, just because I trust Scott and Kathy to handle this, I'll probably just forward it to them.
Perfect.
And I'll just carbon copy them and say, hey, this isn't like any oversight thing. I talked to Paul about it, want to keep him in the loop on this, but here's my concern.
Excellent, and I know she'll get back right away.
Cool. I appreciate you guys.
Sure.
I think this is the earliest we've gotten bus routes out in a long time, too.
I
So
agree.
I think that
I
that's,
think it's moving and rolling,
commend
and it's great.
the transportation department for
Yeah.
the hard work they've put in.
So thank you, Transportation Department. Nice. Nice job.
Anything else? All right, roll call, please.
Mrs. Cybulski?
Yes.
Mrs. Craig?
Yes.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz?
Yes.
And Mr. Pierson?
Yes.
All right, number 11, we're going to take all of this. This has to do with all the personnel actions of hiring, people are changing jobs, extracurriculars, substitutes, and you'll see that all through before we get to 12.
Moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to give a shout out. Well, depending on how we vote, it might be pretty embarrassing, but one of the people who is filling in for the bus driver position, Danielle Gorency, item 7 here, is actually in the audience here today and was my bus driver and is returning to the district.
Yay, welcome.
And this is part of the 2019 reductions that no one wanted to do that led to us losing some really good bus drivers. And so now we're getting people back, and that means a lot to me. Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
back.
I also know
Thank
you like when people shout you out in public, so I'll be running away from you very quickly when this meeting ends.
Is she on our list here?
Yeah, number 7.
No, on the list of staff changes?
Oh, so that staff changes is just a compilation of all the changes that have happened?
Yeah,
That's nice to look at, Mom.
and I'm just asking, I'm sorry, I didn't catch her name.
Danny Gorency.
Yeah,
Right here.
Got it,
No.
thank you.
awesome. Any other discussion or questions? I know it's a lot to. Go ahead, roll call.
Okay. Mrs. Craig?
Yes?
Mrs. Milliken Dixon?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz?
Yes.
Mr. Pierson?
Yes.
And Mrs. Cybulski?
Yes.
All right, number 12, I'm asking and recommending the following substitute rate for substitute bus driver trainee. This is another way of really trying to bring in some bus drivers. It's for $16, we would hire bus drivers without a CDL. We would train them, allow them to get a van certification, which is only 4 hours, so they would not only be training, but they would help us as far as possibly taking small groups of kids in a van, which could help outsourcing that type of thing. And then we would hire them. They would have to sign something that they guarantee at least a year with us, or they'd have to pay that training money back. Had a lot of success with this in other places I've been, and I'm looking to really advertise this tomorrow. I got a flyer, and to bring in some trainees to really help boost the bus drivers here.
Would this be any kind of guaranteed hours, or is this like a position where they would work a bus driver schedule?
So they would work a bus driver's schedule, and their training would have to be with bus drivers. So
Okay.
they would come in every day, and they would work those hours. And once they get their CDL, and it depends on how long, sometimes it's 3 months to 6 months to get your CDL, then we would guarantee, we would hire them on at the bus driver rate, and they would just come right in. So it's kind of like on-the-job training. And if you don't have a CDL, a lot of times that stops people from even applying, but this gets people in the door if you want a career as a bus driver. We'll help train you, and then we'll guarantee you a job here.
And this would save us some money as far as like farming out some contracts with like Sunset and Go Geneva and things like
Absolutely.
that. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
You need a motion.
Yes.
Moved.
Can I have a motion, please?
Moved.
Second.
Any other questions or discussion?
So once they have the 4-hour van certification, would they be able to do that solo?
Yep, right away.
Okay.
So that's what we use them for on their way to getting their CDL.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay,
And that solves a dual immediate problem.
yeah, it does.
What, this is somewhat related. I know we've had some issues with vans and the capacity. Or have we looked into that as far as how many kids we can transport in those and possibly realigning purchases of vans that will carry more children than they can carry right now?
Yes, and I know Shelley and I worked with Scott on this to look at getting I believe it was a 10-person passenger van? Unfortunately, they're not making them. And they have 12-passenger vans, but the 12-passenger van does not align with the Ohio Revised Code. So we have a little issue with purchasing different vans. We were thinking about trading into for a larger van. So what Scott's doing is he's scheduling 2 vans to try to help alleviate that
Oh, okay.
at a time if we have to look at taking kids to, if we have more than the 9, we might be able to do 2 vans at the same time. But we're really being conscientious of the outsourcing and trying to save money there.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That has bugged me.
Well, and
I-
just, yeah, but keeping in mind that the vans, for example, a golf team is only 6, varsity golf takes 6, but you can't fit, so the 6 golfers fit, but you can't fit their clubs or their pull carts or any of that, which was what was nice about the bigger vans. They could fit their equipment. Tennis, the same thing. It's hard, you know, you get the butts in the seats, but then what do you do with the
Right, all your
rackets?
equipment.
And their racket bags are, you know, huge.
Yeah.
So we have 2 new vans and 1 older van, and the older van, I'm being told, has more storage.
I heard that's back in commission.
So that's back in commission, so they're trying to utilize that for like those types of sports.
Right, perfect.
And it's nice because coaches can drive them too.
Yes, for sure.
Excellent.
I like the program though. It sounds like a great feeder program that could get us some much needed help in the bus
Transportation
driving
department, yeah.
situation.
Yeah, let's hope, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Milliken Dixon.
Yes.
Mrs. Ortiz.
Yes.
Mr. Pierson.
Yes.
Mrs. Cybulski.
Yes.
And Mrs. Krieg.
Yes.
Okay, I think now for the presentation.
Perfect.
And I got to hear from you a little bit longer. Here we go. going to get better, I promise. I heard that uncomfortable silence, trying to fill that air. All right, well, I'm going to try to get through this quickly, but it's really, it's my first presentation. I'm really happy to provide you with some information from all the prep and things that I've been doing with the team. So the agenda here, you'll see, I'm going to talk about the community survey. That went out for a couple weeks. We had so many people responded. Our staff survey had a lot of responses. I'm going to talk about the foundation for my first 100 days. The board graciously gave me up to 30 days to prep before my first day. I'll talk a little bit about the things I did there. The first 100-day plan, we have new facilities management program, transportation update, and then cell phone policy. So I'm going to get right to it. If we want to hold questions to the end, if that's more appropriate, feel free. If you want to stop me, feel free. And away we go. So we look at our community results. We had 141 responses, which I thought was pretty good. That gives you the breakdown of the different areas of the community that responded. As far as a breakdown of the relationship, you'll see the majority of people, 120, were parent or guardian of a student, and that made sense to me, and you can see where the breakdown is of that there. As far as where the students are enrolled, you can see the majority of people, about 68, came from the high school and middle school. That's where the bulk of these answers came from, and you could see we did have representation from all the schools, which is great. All right, I'm going to go through. What I did is there is a lot of data and a lot of comments, and I could tell you I can appreciate ever since I got here to Geneva, people are honest, and they really tell us exactly or tell me exactly what's on their mind. And some people may find that, well, is that great? I think that's really good because I'm one of those guys that can't, I don't want to have to figure it out. If you tell me, I'll understand, and then we'll do something about it. So people really were honest, and you'll see that in all these responses. So I'm going to read through these quickly, but when I tabulated everything. The district's strengths is the Geneva community's greatest asset is its people. Dedicated teachers, supportive staff, and proud and unified community. I hear that everywhere I go, and that's awesome. Some of the key points, teachers and staff, their overwhelming praise for the district of educators. They're compassionate. They go above and beyond. Community support, there's a strong sense of unity here. Families and local organizations, that is so true. And student-centered focus. The district is recognized for providing programs that benefit students. We have free meals, field trips, and then safe learning environment. And then I took two quotes to highlight. We have the best teachers in the area. They go above and beyond to receive the best education, and our district is fortunate to be surrounded by an exceptional, engaged, and a supportive community. That's outstanding, and I'm proud to be the superintendent of this district. Now, we always look at areas of improvement, right? Community most pressing concern is operational, communication-based, transportation, a lack of clear information topping the list. So transportation, we know that busing, next slide, thank you so much. Busing is the single most cited issue. Community has been frustrated. I heard that in the interview. I've been hearing that. And I will tell you, we all have been working with transportation. They have been doing an amazing job. And please, I want feedback. Make sure that you let me know if things are getting better, because they are. I know they are. Communication gap. Families feel that they're often left in the dark. You'll see we're updating our website. We're trying to really hone in on communication. And support services are a concern. I know my team at the board office and the principals are really looking to see what we can do to support students. So busing is the biggest one. That was a quote. And communication is inconsistent and unclear. We're going to be working to do that better. Sense of inclusion was a theme. While most families feel a positive sense of inclusion, there's a clear opportunity to ensure that all families feel welcome. We want everyone to feel a part of Eagle Pride here. So mostly positive. There were quite a few positive. We had some neutral and unwelcoming. Some people don't feel as welcomed, and I would encourage you to reach out to building administration. I believe in the chain of command. Go with the building administration. Reach out to us, and let's make sure that everyone feels welcome, because that's important. And you could see a couple of the quotes there as well. So as far as the top priorities, the community priorities are the district centered on fundamental needs, reliable operations. Slide, you're going to have to. I don't mind. You tell me what I need to do, I'll do it. Academic excellence and rebuilding trust through transparency. And the only way we're going to do that is having open and honest conversations. Thank you for responding to this survey. Top priorities, transportation. We've heard that. Academics. We want to improve educational equity and focus on core subjects. Trust and transparency. That will happen if we're open and honest with each other and have conversations. Fix the busing situation and focus on teaching. We will do that. All right, we gave communication their own little slide here because we know that's really important. So they want many specific suggestions on improving communication with a focus on timeline, transparency, and sending things out. So timeliness and consistency, we will be working on that. Transparency and clarity. These are exactly what people have told me is what I'm presenting to you today. And the platform for improvement, there's a widespread frustration with the reliance of unofficial channels like Facebook. We're going to really try to open that up this year. And the highlight quotes are there. Stop after the fact explanations. We're going to really try to be proactive and poor. Too many families rely on Facebook. It's not bad. Facebook, a lot of people are on Facebook, but there's other opportunities to send information. We're going to do that. Slide. Serving all families. The community wants the district to take more proactive and empathetic approach to equity, ensuring that all students and families feel safe, supported, and included. You'll see that we sent out a visitor's protocol, and what I'll be doing is just really honing in on safety and security. I oversaw safety and security in the past, so that's really one of the things that I really focus on. We want safe schools so that kids can learn and people feel, part of the environment. Key points, equity and inclusion. We don't want anyone to feel excluded. There are people in the survey that said they just don't feel like they're welcome. We need to change that. Expand supports for families and programs, mental health services. We are looking to do that. And empathetic leadership. We value leaders who listen and are empathetic and take concerns seriously and accountable for their actions, concerned with bullying and discipline and those types of things. People have issues like that, so we need to listen. We need to follow up as quickly as possible. We're not perfect, but we're going to do our very best to make sure that we make things right. We want to meet the students where they need met, listen with empathy, take care of complaints and exclusions seriously. And every person I talk to, I always ask for their advice. Some people don't want to hear advice. I love to hear advice, and I do listen. So here's the advice that the community has for me. They're hopeful for new leadership and offer a clear, consistent message. Be visible, be honest, and support your teachers. So be present. Staff and community members urge the new superintendent to be visible and active present in school and community events, and we're going to do that. Communicate and listen, and support staff. And some of the highlights, support your teachers. They are wonderful. And Geneva is a great place. We just need someone to believe in it again. So that was all the community wrapped up in a couple quick slides. So we're going to move on to the staff. Now we had 85 responses, and that's about 30% of the staff. And they say if you get at least 30%, you have some good data. You could see the majority are teachers, and you could see the breakdown of the results of people that responded. Now, this was anonymous unless they wanted to give me their names, and I'd love to do anonymous because I want people to feel comfortable saying what they need to say. Here are the locations. We had, the high school and middle school had the most, but we had representation from the other schools as well. Now, this was interesting to me. So the majority of people that responded have been here at least 11 years. So people that really are invested and have been here in the district, which tells me a lot of these comments, through the history, I love to hear people that have been here a long time to find out, what we need to do to get better. Okay, some of the overall themes: staff culture and morale. While the morale is mixed, there's a strong sense of caring community and a desire to more support from the leadership. And I heard that through all of my meetings, people just want support, and we're going to really work hard to do that. They said the morale is rated low and average in some buildings due to lack of support, and we're going to pick that up. And teachers and some staff are jaded and tired of feeling to get through tomorrow. And I really want to talk with people when we get to this point, because having a good conversation or maybe doing some supports can really help turn people around. So here are the quotes. Our staff is a well-oiled machine that puts students and education first, and I think we feel unsupported, so we need to bring that up, and that's going to be a focus. Communication and transparency. You'll see a lot of overlap with what the community slide. Thank you. I'm going to get it right. I get too excited over here and I can't see over there. All right, so communication and transparency. Staff members are looking for more transparency, timely, and consistent communication from district leadership. Communication is rated as fair and good and fair with a widespread desire for improvement. Staff feel the message are often vague and confusing. We're going to tighten that up. And a common request for leadership to be more visible in the schools. You're going to see me, hopefully you're going to see me so much, you're going to say, why are you here, Lombardo? Get away. But no, we're really going to try our best to get around. We really are. A couple of the quotes: be transparent with staff, show that you love working here. And I feel like there's a lot of things that are discussed in administrative meetings that need to get to staff. So we have improved our communication channels with all the administrators. Okay, student and staff support. There's a clear need to increase support for both students and staff, particularly in addressing student behaviors. Reoccurring challenges with a lack of consistency and follow-through. And I know Ms. Chaubey and the principals are really working on a student code of conduct, making sure we're consistent. And many feel that the essential academic programs, such as arts and technology, are underfunded, and students are leaving the district for better opportunities elsewhere. I will tell you, we have so many open enrollment students. I think Bobby said there was almost 84 new enrollments just in the last week, which makes me feel good. I hope people really feel like they want to come here because we have a good thing going on. The biggest challenge is ongoing behavior issues and lack of support, and we will definitely work with those. Community and identity. Geneva has a strong, proud identity, but many feel that the community has lost trust in the past leadership, and we need to get that back. And I hear that, and we're going to do everything we can to get that back. There's a deep-rooted sense of ego, pride, and loyalty with many staff members and alumni, and I hear that with everyone. People love Geneva, and I can see why. Staff recognizes the community as a close-knit and supportive, but note that the community is also cautious of change, and there's a strong desire to see the district return to the reputation of top-performing school district, and that really is an ultimate goal of ours. The students have been begging for change, so they will, at least be at the least of your concerns, but Geneva is a great place. We need someone to believe in it again. In a path forward, this is the advice from the staff to me. Hopeful for new leadership, a clear priorities of moving the district in a positive direction. So the top priorities include improving transportation reliability, investing in academic quality and facilities, rebuilding trust with the community and staff. Staff advise the new superintendent to be visible, listen to input, be transparent in all decision making. And there's a strong belief that with the right leadership, the district can regain its standing and become a top-tier school system once again. So these are good. My advice is to take time to get to know our community, students, and staff. And I'm confident that things in Geneva will move in a positive direction. This survey is already a great start, and I appreciated that comment. So that is all of the survey stuff, and I think I did that quickly, but I've probably been talking a long time because my mouth's dry. But now what are we going to do moving forward? Well, the board did grant me up to 30 days prior to, so here's the foundation of my 100 days. I actually spent 28 days prior to August 1st really trying to get to know people, the community, what we're going to be doing. So here are the things that I've accomplished in that time. Understanding the district has been completed. I conducted an extensive review of contracts, budgets, strategic plans, and data, including the community and staff survey report and report card data, to gain a deep understanding of the school, the current state, strengths, and challenges. So that's been completed. Building relationships. I put completed, but that is ongoing. I met with all the board members one-on-one, met with the principals one-on-one, all the administrators, met with community leaders, first responder leaders, neighboring superintendents, to start gaining that understanding and build that foundation, relationships. Internal communication has been completed. We have a communication plan that's been established, internal channels. We completed our communication today with how the bus how people are going to be notified if their bus is late. We're setting up separate communication channels. So if bus 27 is late, only bus 27 needs to get that information. We don't need to send it to everyone. So we're going to be very specific on what communication we send out. And our new program is going to be able to do this, and I'll talk about that in a minute in October when parents have that app. In setting a vision, based on all of this information, I'll be delivering my vision at Convocation Day tomorrow, so stay tuned. I didn't want to throw it out here until the entire staff heard it tomorrow, so we'll find out how that goes. And then key initiatives. The initial planning is going on to establish a Geneva area foundation, which I know the board talked about that way before I came, and we're looking to make that a reality. Now, for the first 100 days, I've only been, how many days have we been? 15, 16 days. My plan is to listen, learn, and lead. Over the next 100 days, we'll directly address your feedback by focusing on building trust and transparency, improving communication and operations, strengthening staff and student support, enhancing academic excellence. And this presentation, and every board meeting I'll do a presentation. It may not be this long, but I will do a presentation. I will upload that the next day on the website under Superintendent's Report. In my first 100 days, this document will be there tomorrow morning. So you can see this. All right, what this document is it's a plan, and it's a living, breathing document. And what I've done is first time as superintendent, so this is going to change, but you'll see that, I think I need to be held responsible, and I want to be very transparent of what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and if I complete those tasks. And you'll see there are different tasks that I believe are very important that are aligned to what the community and staff say. And I'll keep updating this. It'll be on the website tomorrow, so you can go ahead and look to see how I'm doing, and I want you to tell me how I'm doing. That's going to make me be better and do the best I can in this role. Okay. All right, we're almost there. Couple new things that are happening that align to what people have been asking for is our new facilities management program. We are